No, he got played on. I think society has trouble watching women get hurt. When we're programmed in our brains, like, that's not okay. It's just the societal norms. I just want to be able to play football like anybody else and not have my boobs pop out.
Powder puff games and things like that. I think they're just trying to downplay what women can do.
I realized that wasn't going to happen. I still loved to play, though, and it didn't matter if they were bigger than me or not. I was still hitting somebody on the field.
Defensive back right there. Great play. Cuts back across the green.
Welcome to the big leagues, the Legends Football League, where ladies dressed in nothing but a bra and booty shorts play football, ground-stomping, body-bruising football.
You're going to see a lot of women who play for the WFA or the IWFL tell you that's not real football. To me, the lingerie league is an insult. It's not the real game. So, I mean, that's my own opinion. I would never play it, obviously. I feel like we're one step closer to the NFL than the lingerie league will ever be. I don't really know much about lingerie football, but the couple games that I have watched, I've seen them hit pretty hard. But out here playing this, I feel like this is a lot more to do with, NFL type rules and stuff like that. I would prefer this because I also do not belong in lingerie. But yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on lingerie.
We do the real full, everything that men's football does, we do. So we do the full pads, everything. And then full contact, of course, outside of that.
One day, I found out one of my coworkers has a football team. She's like, oh yeah, I own part of the Tacoma Drama. And it's like, nah, that sounds amazing. Like, we actually get to play tackle football. This is a real thing. Like, women get to play. It's a thing.
It's still very, very hard to get sponsors. As soon as you say you're an adult and you're a female, nobody wants to sponsor you. Especially, really hard to get fields, too. They love to rent to the youth teams, but not so much to adult women. So all those things just work against us and kind of hinder us getting sponsorships because we can't really get our name out there anywhere.
It was awesome. It's amazing to come together with a lot of women that have the same passion that you do and grew up with the same sport you loved, and we're all there for just one goal, and nothing else mattered in life at that point.
Off the gridiron, there's a lot of people that do construction work. A lot of them go through this program called New Up North, where it teaches women the trades, which is a really great program. So a lot of them do the construction work, apprentice work, stuff like that. We have charge nurses and anybody from, fast food restaurant managers to high-level management. So it's really just a broad range of employment.
We just happen to have an entire league of Tom Brady's and David Beckham's and Maria Sharapova's. That's the business model. We're very upfront and honest about it. And I think to a degree that's definitely helped in the marketing of the sport.
Observing over the middle.
I can't take it seriously because I find it more to be this kind of gimmick, if that makes sense. And the issue with it being a gimmick, or at least the way I see it as a gimmick, it kind of hurts the whole concept of a women's football league. First of all, you don't see the huge, bulky, working out in the gym 7 days a week to get muscle and tackle the quarterback type of women out there. You see what are essentially, in my opinion, to be models out there, at least for the majority of them.
Well, I feel like, unfortunately, sex is what still sells. I'm not saying that I'm okay with that or that that's okay, but obviously it makes money. It's in TV, it's in movies, it's in entertainment.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, yes, women are exploited. We've been exploited for our sexiness for a long time, looking for that perfect face, the perfect boobs, butt, the shape, whatever. It's just everywhere. As long as people continue to pay attention to it, it's going to continue to work.
People sit down, they're like, what do people want to see? And somehow it always ends up being women in bikinis. I mean, I know our bodies are amazing. Why we need to broadcast it everywhere, I'm not entirely sure. But I think that's why we have it.
And I love the switch to where I get to be in pads. I don't have to feel like I'm on display. I don't have to feel like I'm selling myself just to play football.
A real women's NFL football game, I would definitely watch it. I'm not real big on them downplaying what we can do by putting women in lingerie to play a football game because it sexualizes it for men to watch. I think that they should be able to watch us even if we're not in lingerie playing the game.
I would tell you when I first started playing football in 2003, that was kind of a sore spot for all of us. It's like, why are these ladies getting paid and we're not getting paid? But now, several years later, I can't slam them anymore because they're getting paid the only way you can in women's football, which is unfortunately putting on the cross pads and showing some skin. So I can't hate on them anymore. But it sucks that it's still that way. 11 years later, or however long it's been.
Well, last year, myself included with another player, went to what's called Women's World Football Games. 220 women from 21 different countries, all playing the same language of football. So I say give it time.
So it's really going to be interesting to see where it goes in the next couple of years. That would be the only way I could see is if we get equal access to everything. Like we get equal playing fields and the quality of playing fields and the quality of coaching and everything that the men get.
I'm not saying it would never happen, but I don't see it anywhere in the near future. I mean, we don't all get hurt in football, but we are tackling people. We're pounding people into the ground.
My personal feeling is someone who shows that they have the skill to play on an NFL stage should play on an NFL stage. Skillful players getting a platform to play on.
I still think we're far away because until we can get them started at the Pee Wee levels and have like a consistent path, it's going to be a while.
I think we're starting to take steps to get there. It's going to be a long road, but I really believe that we can push through those barriers. I think we've started that with having a woman referee in NFL. I think that's a huge step.
We are gaining players that have the capability of playing with the men, and I'm just really excited to see how it ends up because I'm ready to go out there with them.